Welcome back to the Eternal Sith Network, where you get all your Star Wars news. Today, we're going to be talking about how this character can be more darker and eviler in the Ahsoka series. But before we do start that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell. Make sure you do click that notification bell so you're always returning to the channel as I put videos out every day. So don't get it twisted, guys. If you don't see my video come up, it's okay. You make sure you type in the Eternal Sith Network or the Eternal Sith on YouTube, and my channel will come up and you'll see my latest video. And once you're done watching this video, make sure to go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. In the series, we can tell that Ahsoka has a lot coming for the fans, meaning for us, and there's a lot to be excited for. But the one that everybody, I think, is anticipating is the return of Hayden Christensen reprising the role as Anakin, but not just as Anakin as well, but Vader as well, and how we can see, like I said, this eviler version, a darker version than what we've seen before. But let's not take away the facts. In episode 3 of the Kenobi series, we did see a different kind of Vader, including murdering innocent civilians to force Obi-Wan out into the open in the Kenobi series. So that is one. But again, Ahsoka has an opportunity to continue building on Kenobi's portrayal of Vader. Because of Ahsoka's complicated relationship with Anakin towards the end of the Clone Wars, the show will have a chance to make Vader even eviler by exploiting their former friendship on their flaws. Ahsoka's evolving dynamic with Anakin is a huge part of her development as a character through the Clone Wars and even in Rebels. A route to explore their dynamic further could be Vader returning for the Ahsoka series. Now, their relationship is important not only to Ahsoka but also to Anakin as well, as we know we're going to get both versions of them in the Ahsoka series. But before he becomes Vader, the audiences will probably experience Vader's conflict with his former master. From what we've seen with Kenobi, we got to see that. But in Ahsoka, it will experience his conflict with his former apprentice. Now, when Vader fights Obi-Wan, he wants revenge for wrongs he felt were done to Anakin. However, if he fights Ahsoka for the second time following their Rebels clash, he will have no obvious motivation outside of just hurting her further. And this represents a golden opportunity to display Vader's unchecked villainy. And I think that that'd be the key opportunity to seeing that fight on Malachor V in his own way or his own version, or in Ahsoka's point of view, or it could just be Anakin as a Force ghost talking about it. That's how I envision seeing this 2.0 of a fight. Now, Darth Vader, again, will most likely appear in the Ahsoka series. Ahsoka will need to do the legwork to develop Ahsoka's character for the portion of the series, with it being in live action. Bringing Hayden Christensen for a flashback to Ahsoka's time as Anakin's apprentice could be an effective way of introducing her backstory to possibly a new audience, just how like we had the Mandalorian that introduced a lot of new Star Wars fans into the fandom. I mean, even me myself at my job, I've had people who, how they got introduced to Star Wars was through the Mandalorian. So this could be that for the Ahsoka series, to bring in a fresh new, face of the fandom, which would be really nice. Now, should Ahsoka decide to not bring in Anakin, it would represent a missed opportunity to contrast the heroic Anakin with the villainous Vader, to reinforce the extent of his descent into evil. Darth Vader will also likely appear in the Ahsoka series as well, and there are several ways that he could do so. Ahsoka could show Vader hunting down Ahsoka, possibly leading to another standoff between the two. It could also subvert to expectations and have Ahsoka attempt to track down and take on Vader, which would be an unexpected way of driving Season 1's plot. Regardless of how Vader is brought back, it will be important for Ahsoka to portray him as a classic villain. Now, Ahsoka and Darth Vader's relationship is tragic nonetheless, and it is likely to be the central plot of the Ahsoka series, apart from, yes, Thrawn and Ezra. The series will need to be careful to show Anakin as he was without sugarcoating who Darth Vader has become. So I think that this is something that's really, it's very pivotal in this series to see how they really portray. I think that, this is going to be on pins and needles. We're going to have to watch as the fans how they do this. I'm hoping that Filoni did a good job. Again, it's been told that he had this religious experience, but I think they need to make sure that they deliver very, very well, not just Darth Vader, but on Anakin as well. So that's two things that you have to make sure that makes sense in the storyline with the Ahsoka series, and it doesn't ruin anything in the canon, or it just doesn't ruin the series overall, or the portrayal of Darth Vader as well. Now, you're going to get a Clone Wars version of Anakin and Ahsoka, so that's going to be cool, because again, in the Kenobi series, we were supposed to get Anakin in the Clone Wars attire. That was a missed opportunity, but in the Ahsoka series, that's where we're going to be getting. But comment down below, do you think that Ahsoka, the series, can make Darth Vader a lot more eviler than we've seen before, kind of giving us the Rebels version of Vader, which is very, very dark? And that's something that I would want to see the Ahsoka series kind of like focus on for a little bit, apart from finding Ezra and Thrawn as well. I think she's going to have a lot of challenges that she's going to face, and I think that we're going to finally see Hayden Christensen's Force Ghost in this series as well, and talking about Vader as well, possibly with that Malachor V flashback, or possibly some new fight that, or maybe they both tracked each other down that we never knew about. Again, this is Filoni's baby. He's the one who knows what he's doing, and he's in the driver's seat, and we're just here, just waiting for the show to come out. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about today's news on if you want to see the eviler version of Vader done in the Ahsoka series as opposed to what we got in the Kenobi series, and if you're excited overall and think that they can give us the Clone Wars version of Anakin Skywalker. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. And remember, the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever. Later, guys.